Badass girls are cool, but it's cooler when they soften up and show some love. Here are 10 romance anime where the badass girl softens up for the boy. Let's go! If you want to know more details about the secret isekai project I'm developing, check my X account. You'll find anime memes too. Link down in the comments. Number 10, Medaka Box.
私に貴様が必要だからそばにいてほしいだけなのだ。で、差し当たってはこの目安箱なのだが。
目安箱?
What does the perfect girl look like to you? Medaka Kurakami is the perfect girl. Smart, athletic, and caring. She becomes student council president and sets up a Medaka box. It's actually a suggestion box to help students with whatever they need. Zenkichi, her childhood friend, is the guy who needs to help her out with all these crazy requests. But the more they handle, the more secrets they uncover about the school.
私は貴様を他人と思ったことなど一度もないぞ。貴様のことは私が一番よく分かっておるし、私のことは貴様が一番よく分かっておるのだからな。
The show's a fun mix of comedy and action with a solid character chemistry. It's frustrating there are only 12 episodes since the manga's way more extensive, but what's there feels well paced. Medaka is your super OP anime waifu, and it's nice to see her acknowledge her love for Zenkichi little by little. It's not a slam it in your face kind of romance, but it's still there. Number 9, Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
覚悟なさい。あんたみたいな変態痴漢無礼のスリーアウト平民はこの私が直々に消し済みにしてあげるわ。
Ladies and gents, here is another anime that kicks off when our main character steps into the wrong room at the wrong time. This is Iki Kuragane, a so-called failure at a magical academy, where students train to become magic-wielding warriors called Blazers. But when he accidentally crosses paths with Stella Vermilion, an A-ranked princess and top-tier Blazer, he actually proves he's not the underdog. He's actually the opposite, but with the luck of an underdog.
それは僕が聞きたいかな。ステラさん、何やってるの?
This anime doesn't defy any expectations, but come on, it's one of those chill and relax sort of stuff. And the icing on top of the cake is its awesome fights, art, and tsundere character you meet along the way. Since there is magic involved, the battles are exciting and the animation is detailed and fluid. The fan service is there, but it never feels gratuitous and is mostly there to slap the main character in the face. For me, this will always be one of those nostalgic romance action anime. Number 8, Maid-sama.
なんか会長見てると
やば。
危なっかしいんだよね。
寄るな。
Time for the hard-headed student council president. Misaki Ayuazawa is the first girl to become the student council president at Saika High. So she goes nuke them mode on all the guys. So it's no surprise she earns the nickname Demon President, but she also works at a maid cafe and doesn't want anyone to know. But one guy, Takumi Usui, learns about this and decides to keep it their little secret.
じゃあ、
何かあるか。
一日だけ俺だけのメイドになって。
Maid-sama totally breaks the typical rom-com mold with a couple alone. Usui is the quiet, reserved type who's kind of a mystery but also hilarious. Misa is a classic tsundere with layers, and the supporting cast also keeps things lively. Rather than romance anime that slams fan service into your eyes, this is more about genuine moments and honest chemistry that force drama. It's been ages, and I'm still waiting for season 2. Number 7, the magical girl and the evil lieutenant used to be arch enemies.
参謀さん、怒ってます？
くそー！かわいいな、かわいすぎる。何が目的だ？このブラックカードだ。
Who said it? Enemies can't be lovers. About 700 romance anime, Shun Miller is an infamous evil lieutenant and leads an attack on a city protected by the magical girl by Akuya Mimori. During their fight, he's struck by her innocence and falls for her instantly. And the more he falls for her, the more he realizes her crazy cat familiar is manipulating her. So he goes on full protect the waifu mode to save her.
参謀さんは器が大きいんですね。
なんだこの感情は。胸が苦しい。
this is a surprisingly charming take on the enemies to lover stories. Its strength is in the characters' chemistry and the emotional beats, especially with Mimori and Mira. Plus, the animation is top-notch, vibrant, cute, and filled with those small details that really capture the characters' personalities. It's sad the author has this passed away, but at least I can do my job of recommending this anime to you and making sure you watch it. Number 6, High School of the Dead.
そうだったのね。たかしは本当は久しを嫌っていたのね。私と付き合っていたから。
This is Michael Bay, the anime. You got explosions, fan service, more explosions, I catch you opening, more explosions, fan service, and there's zombies. Japan is overrun by zombies because they get tired of taking over America every time. Takashi Kimuro is a high school dude who teams up with Rei Miyamoto and tries to escape the zombie apocalypse. Along the way, they meet a skilled kendo club president, a gun-toting otaku, and a politically connected girl and a bubbly nurse. The show is basically a super fast, adrenaline-pumping zombie action flick with some over-the-top scenarios. It's directed by the same guy who's directed the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan, so you can really feel the adrenaline pump in action here. Remember the skilled kendo club president I mentioned? Yeah, she's a badass girl, and our guy gets a whole arc with her, which is a 5 out of 5 in my book. Number 5, Shikamori's not just a cutie.
より早く来てしまって。泉さん、私なんか変ですか？
いや、変じゃなくて、すごく素敵だなって。
Yu Izumi's a pretty unlucky high schooler. And by unlucky, I mean he gets into some problem every 6 seconds. But his main goal is just to enjoy more time with his girlfriend, Shikamori, who's adorable, athletic, and super caring. But when trouble hits, she flips the switch and turns into this cool, badass protector that keeps him out of trouble. So she's like his guardian angel with multiple personalities.
君みたいにかっこよくはないけど、僕は強くなりたい。僕が君を信じてるくらい。
The show's basically just a big bowl of fluff. And by big, I mean very big. It focuses on cute couple moments, school festivals, and hang out with their friends, all while showing how wholesome and protective their relationship is. Some might like Izumi as the main character, others won't, but why the hell should you care? Because you'll never be getting a girl like Shikamori in your life. Number 4, Twin Star Exorcists.
お前はどうすんだ？
逃げるわけにはいかない。私は陰陽師だから。悪い汚れは全て払う。
Magano is a world filled with monsters called Kigare, where exorcists fight to keep impurities in check. And this anime follows Benio Arashino, a strong exorcist who gets summoned to Tokyo by the Exorcist Union. On her way, she falls into Rokuro Inamato's arms, a younger exorcist with a really troubled past. When a couple of children are kidnapped by a Kigare, Benio and Rokuro must work together, and Rokuro soon proves he's more than just what meets the eye.
ろくろ。閻魔道ろくろ。
Man, this is one of the oldest shows I've watched, and I'm always surprised how much it grew on me after the first few episodes. It has that mix of action, heart, and character growth that a lot of other anime find harder to balance. The story has some emotional moments without turning into too much drama, and whenever you're feeling bored, the action takes center stage and instantly cures your boredom. And the romance is pretty sweet too. Who could say no to a sweet romance? Number 3, Full Metal Panic.
ほら見なさいよ。釣りまいちゃったじゃないの。
手荒に扱ったことについては謝罪する。だが、俺は君や君の友人に危害を加えようと思ったのではない。
じゃあどう思ったのよ。
See this guy? His name is Sasuke, and he is a teenage soldier from the secretive agency Mithril. His job is to go undercover as a high school student and protect Kaname Chidori, a girl with a special knowledge that makes her a target for terrorists. But there's a problem. Kaname is a tsundere and Sasuke sucks at social interactions. So his military background and social awkwardness create plenty of funny and awkward moments, especially as he struggles to blend into civilian life and try to befriend a tsundere.
こういうおもちゃは没収します。
いえ、それはおもちゃでは殺傷力の高いスクラット弾が装填されています。
This show really shines with its characters. The chemistry between Kaname and Sasuke is pretty much the highlight because all their interactions are funny or strange. This is an anime that came out in the early 2000s, so the animation isn't as polished as anime nowadays, but it's got that old but gold charm and a lot of modern anime don't have. Plus, it has a ton of sequels, so you can stay busy for weeks once you start watching this. Number 2, Dandadan.
人の弱点が突きつけデリカシェットのジョー
Momo Ayase is dealing with a recent breakup when she decides to stand up for her socially awkward classmate, Ken Takakura, who's getting bullied. Ken gets the wrong idea, thinking she's there to be friends over their shared obsession with aliens and UFOs. But Momo's actually into the supernatural, and she doesn't believe in aliens. Their differences spark a rivalry, and soon they both realize aliens and UFOs are real, and these boys aren't friendly.
マジ死ぬかと思った。
綾瀬さん呪いが。
ねえ、めんどくさい。ちょっとは余韻に浸らせてよ。
You know how everyone says some anime are a blast to watch? Well, this is literally a blast to watch because we switch from aliens, grannies, as fast as the Flash to some hard-hitting emotional moments that makes you want to give the characters a hug. Even without the manga, it's easy to get hooked on the craziness and the hype around it. Season 2 is airing right now, so if you haven't watched this dansterpiece, give it a go. Number 1, The Case Study of Vanitas.
君に血を吸われるのは実に気持ちが良かった。
Who doesn't want magical vampires in the 19th century Paris? This is about Noe Archiviste, a vampire hunting for the legendary book of Vanitas, which is a cursed grimoire tied to a vampire named Vanitas. This is where he's saved from a vampire attack by a strange human doctor calling himself Vanitas, who owns the book Noe needs. This guy helps cure vampires from a mad disease, and Noe decides to ask for this help.
俺とジャンヌは相思相愛の仲だ。
寝言は寝ていえ。
寝言などではない。
The show isn't your typical vampire series. It's got way more mystery, romance, and world building than your average Twilight fantasy. What works really well here is the writing style. The drip feeding off of info keeps everyone guessing. And we're currently in the second season, and we still need some answers to some questions. Along the Vanitas seduces a cute vampire called Jean, and that's when you find out this anime has one of the best romance anime couples of all time.